Good morning, everybody. Gotta clear my throat. I haven't talked. Well, I did just say hi to John, the mailman. But hi, everybody. I'm Billie, the Crafty Floridian. And I haven't been on for a few days. I haven't been feeling well. At first, I thought, the bug has hit me, the big V. But I'm feeling much better. Wide-eyed, bushy tail. No, I feel much better. Um, I have a little bit of energy. Before I would just get up and then just want to lay down, and my body just ached all over, and I thought for sure that the virus was coming, but it's not, and I'm here. Thank the Lord. Thank you, God. So I've been doing, stuff, doing stuff, and then I got some stuff, and so I thought maybe I'd catch you up on where we are on everything. Um, I just mailed some. First of the week, I mailed a big bunch, and then I just mailed some more packages. So I've got just two more orders to mail out, and in fact, I got one here of the little, the little paper doll bag. That cute. So yeah, I made two or three of these, I think. And anyway, so that's ready to go, but I was having a problem with getting the shipping information downloaded last night, so I just put a hold on this one. And let's see, and I made some new stuff, and so let's go into finished objects, I guess, huh? There's not that many of those, but I do have these two coin purses. I made this is purple. If you see this one, this is purple, and I made it a little bit different. I put pearls all the way around it, and then I have um, this one is the color that it shows, but this is purple. Gosh, I wish purple came out purple, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so that's, I haven't put the little charms on them yet, but yeah, these two I finished. These are nice. The only thing is on the dark colors is working with those tiny holes at night to see if you got the thread through. So I guess I did. Let's see, that's two finished objects. And then um, uh, I got all my other crocheted granny square bags mailed. And then I put this one together. This one is ready. This is the one side. And then this is the other side with her beautiful. So see, the gray goes with the gray and the red goes with the red. And I put this lining in it. Has little flowers on to match the flowers there with the blue. And it has a pocket. I put a pocket right in here. So this one is available if anyone is interested. And it's the kind of like a lime green. It doesn't show up on here very well, but the green and the blue complement each other. So yeah, so this is finished and available if anyone is interested in this granny square bags. These two granny squares were made by Petra, donated. These were made by other folks, and this one, I believe this one I made. These two here were made by Petra, and this was made by, I can't remember who that was made by. But anyway, so what I did on mine is I looked at one of these and just copied it. It's not as sharp looking as that one. Let me see. Pull it over here. But yeah, it came out really nice. So yeah, so it's nice and lined, and it's available if anyone is interested. And these bags are $55 if anybody's interested. And that includes shipping, and the shipping is kind of expensive on these. Okay, because I have to ship them in a big box, because I only fold them over once because I don't want anything to happen to the handles and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that is available. Then I put together this one. I haven't finished it yet, but these were made by Petra. of Foxy Creations on that side. And some of these were made by Petra, some of them were made by other folks, but you can see the theme running through. So I put this together. So I've got the foam and everything, so all I have to do is tie in the ends, pick out my lining, and get that one ready if anyone is interested. And this is like a blue, a light blue that pulls them together. But I thought that came out nice. But these were all donated by Petra. Okay, Foxy Creations. So that's put together, and then all I have to do is do the thingamajig. Any more completed objects? Well, heck no. Now, whips. Well, as you know, I've been trying to make this sweater. And I tried it in that velvet stuff. I don't like it. Just don't like it. It just shreds apart my hand. I don't like it. Maybe it's because my hands are sweaty from being hot here. I don't know. So anyway, I someone asked to see it again, and there it is, and she's still pooping. Here's the funny part to my pooping chicken is that I told Cheryl, I said, I'm gonna send that to Laura, the Mad Mimi, because she's raising chickens and goose and geeses and all that junk, all those little animals, not junk, you know what I mean. So turned out she sent me that chicken. So she said I could name it after her. So this is Mimi the chicken. This is Mimi the chicken, named after Laura of Mad Mimi. Can't remember the rest of her name of her. Anyway, so I haven't crocheted knitted in probably over 15 years. And one thing I've always knitted with straight needles. I've never knitted with round needles or whatever you want to call it. So I took that didn't I bring it? I know I picked it up and I thought I brought it. The pattern. Oh, here it is. I knew I picked it up. Anyway, so, and I put my patterns in my little plastic thing, which is great because then you can write here and then you can rub it off so you know what's what. But anyway, I'll show you a picture of it. Okay, this is the sweater that I'm supposedly knitting. It's called a cam croc cardigan. And I am, let me pull some of crunchy, 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 crunchy. So this ice yarn that I received, which I just love, and this is called Cakes Blue, and this is the cake here, and it's a 4-weight, and I just love knitting with this. I love it. So anyway, so that's what I'm knitting with. So I'll show you where I am now. Oops, here's my sweater. Now it goes this way. It's done all in one piece. You don't have a bunch of pieces that you have to sew together or anything. But this is the look of the back here. And this is the top here. And I have a ribbon around it. There we go. Now the sleeves are holding because they're necks. Okay, so I had to hold the sleeve. But the raglan, I don't like the raglan, but I'm getting used to it. This is the raglan stitch that's in here, right there. Anyway, some of it's right, some of it's wrong. There is one little bitty, I think there's a little bitty hole. Well, it's not there anymore. I thought there was like a hole at the top of one of, no, that's not it. That's for the raglan. Oh, I think what it is right here, what I was thinking. I didn't drop a stitch. It was the beginning of a rag. Well, anyway, it got messed up right in there somewhere. But see right there, that's the front. This is the front, the right side. But anyway, I haven't. So I'm real excited. I love the way this is coming out. But these, I have to keep my circle of needles right. But anyway, it's coming out very nicely. I think it's pretty when it's all. I like the way the little specks are in there. Now, if you were to crochet this, it would look entirely different than this. But it's coming out very pretty, don't you think? So I'm really excited about it. I have to do 9 inches of the body. And then it goes to the, I think it goes to the sleeves of the raglan. Raglan at the bottom. That's right. There's a not raglan. A ribbing at the bottom. And then there'll be a ribbing all the way around it. So, yeah. And you never have to, it's all done. But it's coming out. It looks like something, doesn't it? Yeah, I just, every time I sit down at the TV or something, I pick this up and do a few rows or whatever. Or I sew a little bit and then I go in and I'll crochet a little. Knit a little bit. But it's been a long time and I've really enjoyed making this. This is just the plain old knit stitch, knit purl row. I just dropped on the floor, sorry. It's just knit a row, purl a knit row. That's what this is. So it's nothing really fancy. And then when you do the ribbing, it's knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, that kind of stuff. Okay, in the same row. But hopefully I'll have something for you next time I do it. We'll see how it comes out. We'll see, all right. So, and I've got, what did I do? Did I stick that? Yeah. And let me put this all back or else I'll lose my stuff here. I've got it in this is my bolts bag that Cheryl made me. And I got all my yarn in it. And I got my pattern in it. And then it zips right up. Whoops. But that's I could slip the pattern right in there if I wanted to. Hey, that's a good idea, Billy. Why don't you do that? So I could slip my pattern right in here. See? See, that's cool, isn't it? You just stick your pattern in there, and then and then this you could just strap around. So when I go to the cardiologist, I'll take that with me. Okay. Oh, here's my knitting. I got these bamboo circular needles, and here, I'll just stick it right in my pocket. And they work great. I love the way they just slide on. Okay, so that, between the knitting, my purses, my bags, my granny square bags, that's all I've been doing. I made a few do-rags. I made my brother some do-rags. Do you want to see those? Why not? Just stay right there. It's right here in the box. Let me show you. I don't know if he'll wear these when he's out mowing the grass or whatever, but I made him this one. I might have showed you this, didn't I? Oh, well, here we go. We'll show you again. This is the All-American. Yep. See? Well, I can't tell. All right, so it goes, you know how it goes. It goes back like that and ties. Yeah. So this is a little big, because I made them bigger for him. So I made him this do-rag with the American flag and stuff on it. And then I made him this one. This is a real lightweight one. And stripe it, so I thought a guy could wear that. So anyway, they were in the box. I got a box that I'm getting ready to mail to them. So, whew. So that's, and plus all the bags and stuff. I've been making a lot of bags, and it's been fun. I play. And in fact, I've got this bag, which is for Alicia, I think. And I got it all cut and ready to go. And the pocket, so that's all ready. And her Betty Boop. Oops, Betty Boop bag. And the pocket cut. So yeah, I got a bunch over there cut. So let's put that over there. Now, I want to show you some acquisitions and gifts. Let me fix my hair first. You know, girls' hair's got to look halfway decent anyway. Well, I got this beautiful package. And I knew it was coming because she told me she got me one. And let me show you what it is, and then I'll show you where she got it. Oh, okay, I read that. Okay. And you're gonna just love this. It comes in this little green velvet holder. And look at this. Mimi, Laura, eat your heart out. That is orange. Isn't that pretty? And you're going, what is that? Because I said the same thing. What is that? Okay, you got this. And you pull this out. And you have a thread cutter. You stick it back in there like that. Then on this end, you pull it out. And this, if you can see, let's see. See, it's a thread. Oh, here. Whoop, over here. Thread. See, you can see it's a thread. And that goes on the other end. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And so then we put this is more fragile. Put that there. Then she sent me another edition. See, this pulls out. And this is like a real sharp edge. And it's like to punch holes in fabric. See that? Or holes wherever you want to push holes. This is a hole. If you need another hole, here's a hole puncher right here. So that goes in there too. I'm pretty weak. So anyway, so that just goes right back in there. This has been, it's easy to find while you're, here we go, while you're sewing. So it's, it's right there. Put that there, put that back in my little green thing. Okay, this was from Amanda Shoemaker. And she has, it's called Quill and Hive Quality Woodworking. And she has an Etsy shop, Quill, Quill, and Hive Quality Woodmaking. It's a little blurred, isn't it? All right, I'll hold it there for a minute. Nope. Quill and Hive. You can see that. Okay. They have handcrafted original gift ideas by Jeff and Amanda, crochet handles and hooks, seam rippers and stilettos. Oh. Pins, pin sets, mini pins, purse pins, iPhone, smartphone stands, and iPhone stylus, candles and candle holders, cutting boards and trivets, wide bottle stoppers and stands, state ornaments, and more. So if you're in the market for a little gift of any kind, I'm going to check out their pins, because you never know. So here's, check them out. We need to support our crafty people that we have. And they're on Etsy, Quill and Hive, Amanda. I'll write it down. I'm going to keep this right here beside the computer, so when I download this video, I'll put the information in there for you. But isn't this cool? But I got to keep this open all the time, because I use this all the time. I got a new dress. I didn't bring it in, but it's on my cutting table in the bedroom / cutting room. I had the hardest time trying to figure out how to use the sewing machine to sew stretchy jersey. It ain't easy. I used this ripper 3 times. I tried different stitches on it. So I called my friend Cheryl. I said, Cheryl, how do I do this? So she explain what I have to do and all that good stuff. So now I can cut. I have to cut it first because it is quite about this. When I wear it, I'll film it with it on so that you can see it. But I'll probably have to cut about this much off and hem it up because it's really, really long, and I'm afraid I would trip if I was to wear it that long. Even with shoes, it would bring it up a little bit, but not enough. So anyway, she showed me, she told me to cut it and then to put this on like the widest, because it's going to end zigzag. You have to zigzag the hem on that. So that's what I'll do. And I got a lovely surprise today in the mail. I don't know if you all know, but our friend Sherry from Sherry's Bag of Holding has ovarian cancer, and she is waiting to have her operation, which is coming up today, I believe. Soon, or today, or start today. Well, anyway, she was in the need of a lift chair. Well, Sherry and I have been crochet sisters now since I started, really, because she lives right up here in Palmetto, which is probably about 35-40 miles away. And you as crochet sisters and people that like my product and buy it from me, I like to use that money not only for myself to get other stuff to make and crafty stuff, but also to help other people, like shipping out boxes of hats and stuff like that to the kids. And anyway, 11 o'clock at night, I saw her video, and I just went, I got to help these two kids out. I just have to. Something, I don't know if God spoke to me or what, but I called them. I called them on Messenger, and they answered, and I said, I would like to buy your chair. And they said they'd ordered one. I said, well, then I'd like to pay for it. So I did, and she got a lift chair because she has MS, and coming back, it's difficult for her to get in and out of a chair. So this way, it'll be easier for her after the operation because she'll will have incisions and stuff. So it was my great honor to be able to donate the money to help them buy a lift chair. And it came in, and Raven put it together, and so today I got a thank you card. And it says, a note of thanks. And it says, Dear Miss Billie, thank you bunches for my chair. It's been a lifesaver, Sherry. And then, Miss Billie, you're a godsend. The chair has been exactly what Sherry needed. Thank you so much again, Raven. And that's her significant other. But he has been very kind and has just been by her side through this whole thing. So she sent me a little thank you gift. Now, I know you ladies are very, very smart. All of you people. But look, she made me this little bag, and it's the crocodile stitch. But isn't that cute? And that's purple. Well, that's purple. It's blue and purple. Where it's right here where it says blue, that's purple. So it's blue and purple and but inside are these little dice, I think. I really don't know what the little dice are for, but I'll take them. And they're purple too. They're dice, and they're purple, not blue. And they must mean something. I don't know, maybe if you're paying the lottery, you might want to shake these babies up and get yourself 5 numbers or 6 numbers, or what is it? 3, there's 7 dice in there. I really don't know what they're for, Sherry. When you come out of when you come out of surgery and anesthesia, I want to know what these are for. So she sent me this, and it's all lined, look, with this netty stuff. It's so pretty. It's just lovely. So they go in there, and I will treasure this forever. It's a beautiful thank you gift, and I thank you so much. But it's a cute, cute little bag, isn't it? Little holder. I love it. And she sent me some teas, organic oolong tea. I've never heard of this, but I will try it. You put honey in it. But I got some of that and some wild berry celeste tea, herbal tea. Thank you so much, Sherry. And God is with you through this surgery, and you'll be okay. I know it in my heart. Thank you so, so much, Sherry. That was just so sweet. And then I have an acquisition. I went crazy. Joann's had a big, nice sale where things were like 50 and 60 and 70% off. So I decided, since I enjoy making my coin purses, and everybody loved the little sundial that I put on, because that was really silver, and that was from Bolivia, and a friend of mine gave it to me. And it just sits around the house. You know, when you get my age, you don't want anything sitting around, and there's a lot of stuff here sitting around. So I thought it would be fun just to put it on the coin purse. So then I said, well, since all their little charms and stuff were on sale, I said, well, I'll buy some for my coin purses. So I got this sundial, and see, that will look great on like this one. See the gold? Wouldn't that be pretty on that? So it's got little sparkles on it, and it's like a sundial. And then I got this is like a rose. See the rose? So that'll go on a pretty black one, or maybe an opposite color to kind of give it a punch. And then I got these dragonflies. I thought that would look cute on the purses. And then I got some smaller dragonflies. And then I got several of these, the pearls. People like pearls. So I got the pearl pendant. So you tie it down here, and then you can put it through and tie it down like on each corner. So that'll be pretty. So I got several of those because those were really on sale. Then I got this one. Whoops. Gotta watch this computer. Trying to be very careful not to move too much, or else it'll. But I got this one with the turquoise in it. And I got, ooh, look at this one, the fish. Whoops. This is a fish. I thought that would be cute on one, like a blue one. And I got a heart. The heart. And I love seahorses. There's just something very interesting about seahorses, but I love that seahorse. Isn't that cute? And here's another seahorse. It's a little different. See, they're the same, aren't they? They are the same. Well, heck, they're the same. Seahorses. They're cute. I didn't realize I got two of those. Oops. And then I got this heart. Got the wheels and stuff on it. And then I got, I thought I would try this. I don't know how well it'll work, but it's a glass seahorse. Isn't that cute? So put that on. And then I got a couple of these to go on the coin purses. See, it'll just fit from the top to the bottom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I got a couple. Yeah, they're both the same. A couple of these. And then I got some of these stars. I've got an order for a black one with silver stars. And I only had like 2 stars. And on the one that I did before, it had 4. So I got stars. So that was my oh, and then I got these little charms that got letters on them to put on the on the coin purses or wherever I want to put them. So I think I just got the one set because I wasn't sure if I would like them or not. So I got these. Is that it? I mean, I was so excited when that came in this morning. Yes, I was. I was so excited. So let's see. If I showed you that, and the hats we will do as a separate video. I haven't had a chance to go through them yet. The ones from Mary, and so I'll do that. Um, let's see. I think that's it, guys. Everything is a mess. Is a real mess. Let me have a little swig of my Gatorade. I put ice in here, but it doesn't feel very cold. Oh well. So yeah, so I've been super busy with my orders, and then when I get everything caught up, then I want to make some more bags like we did before. You know, make a bunch of bags and show them to you. But if you know what material I have, and I have to get. Uh, I think I have some order for some more, but I'm not sure. I might have got it all in. I don't remember. Everything is so far behind that I'm starting to reorder things that I ordered back in April that I haven't received yet. Now that's weird, isn't it? That is so weird. I did not go to the eye doctor because I wasn't feeling well, but I will make another appointment. Next week I go to the cardiologist, check out the old ticker, and get my blood work done for my. And I'm going to ask him about Eliquis. I got to call. God, I'm glad you reminded me. I got to call the insurance company to see how much that's going to cost if I go on Eliquis. Okay, I think that's. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else I missed telling y'all about. I don't think so. I think that's it, guys. I want to look for another knitting. I love that yarn that I showed you, and then I had made I made a sweater out of yarn out of that same uh, from Ice Yarn, the blue cakes, and I liked it so much that I like to knit another one. So I'm just handling that and putting these um, square bags out. What I have to do now is I save some of the beautiful squares that um, Petra made, and I'm going to make squares to go with it. So I'm going to do that. So this is my saltwater taffy box that I use for all my excuse me, that I use for all my. Here's I found this the other day. This is sterling silver. Also, it needs to be cleaned. That my friend gave me, and it's a sock or a stocking or a sock. But I'm going to put that on one of my bags also. What else did I find? I love finding things. And then I found this pen. It's got bells. See, it's got bells and stuff on it. But I think I'll take the bells off and use that as to attach to one of the things. And then I found that these aren't loopy earrings, but they're earrings that you put in, and but I thought they might look pretty on a bag too, because I love the colors. They might look good on that green or the like here. See, let me put it right here. And basically, just but that would look good on green or this color, right? Look at that. See, wouldn't that be pretty? And it's just an earring, and I wouldn't even have to sew it in. I could just plug it in the back. Cool. Oh, I like that. I do. I like that. So anyway, I go around, and when I see something interesting, excuse me, let me clear my throat. I put in my little box to make my put embellishments on my you know. Then on top of everything else, I had some small little labels with my name and stuff on it. Well, I thought I was being cute, and I was organizing, taking things and organizing them, putting them all together. Well, now I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them. I have no idea. So I'm going to take my little things off their tags or put them all in my box. So I have them when I get, I guess I should take them off this because that takes up too much room. So I will get organized on that part. I got some, finish my bags. Excuse me, let me have a little sip. Oh, okay, let me update you. I don't know if I told you that there was reported here about a week ago, a woman was missing. She's 58 years old. She had bipolar and was schizophrenia. Okay, she was missing. We got calls from the police department, and if we'd seen her, well, it just so happened it's the same lady that sits on the bench as you go out the complex. And there's like two benches there that are like catty corner from each other, and she would sit there during the day, and I guess she waited for a bus or whatever. John the mailman, and I were talking about it this week. Well, the other day, John came in and he says, Billy, he says, there's a crime scene van out there, a coroner van, a big control center, Northport Police Control Center from the police department. So, well, you know me, I love stuff like that. You know what I was going to say, but I'm not going to say that. I have to be good on my videos from now on. I got to watch my potty mouth. So I said, well, I'll take my groceries. I'll take my garbage out. So I took my garbage out, and I rolled on out in front of the office. And the building is like across from me. Not directly across, but like on the other side of the road from me. But not main road, but the road in the complex. So they had some benches there in front of the office. So, and I went out and sat and watched, and I saw them taking out evidence bags, and then people started to move. They were behind the building, and there's like a little wooded area right behind the benches where she sat and the building. So it was just a little narrow space. Not narrow, but a little space between the woods and the building. So anyway, they found remains, and they think it's her. We haven't heard, definitely if it was her or not, but they believe it was her. It looked like it wasn't foul play, but they found her purse. That's what John was telling me this morning. They found her purse, clothing, and they had shovels. They were out there digging. So I'm sure the animals, there's all kinds of raccoons. I tell you about all my raccoons and stuff. The nasty little things. Big things. They're like bigger than a dog. Almost anything's bigger than these little dogs nowadays. But I mean like a dog. Like a basset hound almost. So, God only knows. So it's really kind of sad. I think maybe she had an accident. Maybe something happened. They don't know what, but and I don't know. And John and I both said, why didn't they look back there in the first place? Number one, that like over a week ago. Number two, who reported it? What did they see? What did they find? So on and so forth. So anyway, we have homeless people that kind of sleep back in here in the woods every now and then. So it could have been. Who knows? So anyway, that's a sad situation. And she was young, 58 years old. That was young, very young. So I really feel bad. But at least the mystery's solved. Not in a good way, but it's solved. And thankful that I hope the police are right that it wasn't foul play. But I'm sure they can examine, you know, her remains and find out if there was um, anything. But then when I saw the coroner's truck drive out from behind the building, then I knew that that's probably what had happened. So that's the mystery of the mystery lady that, and John said that the neighbor said that she basically lived in the dark. She kept everything closed up. So she must have been her apartment must have been on the other side of the building where the sun doesn't shine, where the sun doesn't shine. My side of the building, now there's no way. I have to use blockout drapes to block out the sun because you know, it's pretty shiny through here. Pretty shiny. So that's the mystery of the missing lady. So we had a little excitement around here for a week, and I've been trying to get to see when they're gonna, you know, start doing some other stuff. So crochet and no more. I'm not getting any more yarn. I gotta use up my yarn. I'm thinking about joining the cow that starts, I think, next week. That Deb and the other lady is, I can't think of her name. Oh shucks, I can't remember her name. Anyway, I have watched her before, and she's very good. But I do want. I think I will. I've got some ideas, and I think that's great because, you know, I like to create my own thing. So it'd be fun to create a shawl, my own shawl. So I'm thinking very seriously about joining that. That would be fun for the summer. And I'd maybe do a summer shawl. I've got lots of um, lightweight cotton that I could use. But we will see. We will see. But I am thinking about joining that. So please go and see Debbie's, Debbie the Canadian crocheter. Check her. I think it's a, not a, is it a cow or, I don't know what they're calling it. I think it's a cow. It's a make along. Mal or cow, one of those. But do check it out. I can't think of the other lady's channel. I am so sorry. Jeez, Billy. Well, I wasn't prepared to do that. And I also didn't do my list for to do some favorites. Um, favorite, some of my favorite podcasters. Um, I do want to suggest one that's very creative and in all aspects. She journals, she does everything. And that's Donna from Sunshiny Claire. If you ever want to watch some interesting. She doesn't broadcast that often, maybe once a month or something like that, or once every 2 weeks or whatever, but she does some beautiful stuff too. Her and Rosie of um, Nono's Stitching Lounge, but that's a couple, and I might have mentioned them before. Um, Geez, my mind just went blank all of a sudden, trying to remember. Oh, I have to tell you all a funny story. um, no, I won't tell you. I don't want. She watches my videos. That's my sister Betty. She went and had a virus test done, where they stick up your nose. She said she was traumatized. She laughed so hard. She was still traumatized the next day when I talked to her. Poor baby. She said it hurt. But she said she thought her brains were going to come out. That's how. So, if you had that test, you know what I'm talking about. But I just laughed with her. You had to have been there. But it was funny. Oh, it's funny. Okay. I'm going to go now. And I will talk to you good people later. Get your test if you can, if you can stand to be traumatized. I told her she just answered my question. I wasn't about to have that test done. Forget that. Hi, David. Hi, Betty. I love you guys. Hang in there. And um, what else is going on? That's it. That's it. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to get busy. I got a few bags to put out this morning so I can get them in the mail tomorrow, and I'll have everything mailed. Plus, I got some shoes from Beals. I call it Beal apostrophe S. Is to me pronounced Beals, but they pronounce it Bells here in Florida. Anyway, I got some shoes, but they're too hard, so I got to send those back. They're little sandals, but they got straps on the back because I wear flip flops and they're not good for you. But I did get my new stretchers, and I love those. Thank you, Karen, for the new stretcher, um, um, for helping me with that. That was wonderful. I love them. I do. I really love them. Um, I think that's it. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great Memorial weekend. Really. Have a great one. Be safe. Wear your mask. That's all I ask. Wear your mask. You don't have one, you get in touch with me. I'll make you one. I sort of went off of them because the orders were piling up and I wasn't getting my other stuff done. So I'm catching up, and if you need a mask, do email me. And one thing I'm going to ask again, let me just put this out there. Now that I do PayPal, if I invoice you, when I invoice you, you pay it. And when you pay it on the invoice, I'm able to use PayPal to mail to you to get the shipping label. If you pay me without an invoice, I have a heck of a time trying to get a label made. So I really would appreciate it if you would wait till I invoice you to pay your invoices on the items that you order so that I can use PayPal, which is cheaper to use for shipping than trying, or else it might not ever get mail because I'm not going to the mail post office. I'd like to use PayPal since I have to pay for it. So from now on, if you order something, please wait till I invoice you and then you pay me on the invoice and not just send me the money, because then that gets a little complicated for me. And the reason I signed up for the business account was to be able to do the shipping labels for you and to keep track of your invoices and all that stuff. So, that's it, my friends. Have a great weekend. Please be careful if you go out. Stay your distance from other people. Wear your mask. All that good stuff. Now, me, I'll be lucky if I go out the front door. I did go for a walk, though, when I walked over to watch the crime scene units. That was my big walk of the week. But I do need to get out and walk a little bit more because I'm getting stiff everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Everything just wants to lock up. So I need to get out there and walk a little bit. I'm going to start doing that, especially when I start to want to take a nap. Uh, like Cheryl said, take a walk when you want to fall asleep. Being closed up all the time can get a little bit. Well, we're all in that situation. Um, Also, I want to say, oh God, what is her name? I didn't bring my phone in with me, did I? No. I got a beautiful thank you email from a lady, a crochet sister, that I sent a coin purse in a bag, I think it was, or yeah, um, to England. And oh, she just loved it. And I am so tickled. You don't know how much that email meant to me. And I want to thank you very much for letting me know that you got it also, because we mailed it to England. And that it got there swiftly. I was really surprised it got there so fast. And I'm just so happy that you love it. And do use your coin purse. that's what it's for, to put all those little English English pounds or shillings or whatever in there. And I only sent you a penny. I should have sent you more. I wasn't thinking, because I went and put pennies in all my coin purses. Except, sometimes I sent a quarter, but who knows. Anyway, thank you very much for the thank you. And thank you guys. I know in my emails and stuff, I'm just short and sweet. And I know I just thank you all so, so much from the bottom of my heart. And it just tickles me to death that we're able to do things for other people because of you. Happy Memorial Weekend. Goodbye, everybody.